I've had a few questions from students today regarding the consolidating entry for Pinnacle and Strata related to the adjustment for the beginning balance of retained earnings as of January 1st, 2015. And you notice that we are crediting the beginning balance of retained earnings by $240,000 and debiting the investment in Strata by the same amount of $240,000. Keep in mind that this is the initial value method, so we are not accommodating the investment as we were with the equity method. In the equity method, income increases the investment, also increases the beginning balance of retained earning, and dividends decrease the investment and obviously would also decrease the retained earnings. Since we're not doing that transaction through the equity account, what we need to do is we need to have an adjusting entry to bring the beginning balance to where it should be based upon the transactions prior to the beginning of the year. So what you see here is that we have on the worksheet the beginning balance of retained earnings for Strata of $1,350,000. You also notice that the company was acquired on January 1st, 2014, and at the beginning of the year, the retained earnings was $1,100,000. So we can assume that the increase represents the income minus the dividends. And again, all of this would have been accomplished or accounted for in the equity method, in the equity account, but since we're not using the equity account, we need to do this adjusting entry. So let's look at some numbers that we need to consider as we are attempting to find where that $240,000 came from. So you notice that the beginning balance of retained earnings for Strata, the acquired company, on January 1st, 2015 was $1,350,000. The beginning balance 1 year prior was $1,100,000. Again, the increase is net income, the decrease is dividend, but we're only looking at the change. So there was an increase in the retained earnings during that year of $250,000. That would have been accounted for in the equity account, but again, since we're using